Welcome to Read Alchemy. Today, we are going to learn English through a simple story. The story is called We Missed the Train. Listen carefully. Read the sentences on the screen, and when you hear a sentence again, try to say it out loud. This is your English speaking practice. Let's begin. It was Saturday morning. Tom and his friend Emma were going to another city. They wanted to visit an old friend. Their train was leaving at 10 o'clock. Tom arrived at the train station at 9:30. He looked at his phone, then he looked at the station clock. Good, he said, we still have 30 minutes. A few minutes later, Emma arrived. She was carrying a small bag. Sorry I'm late, she said. That's okay, Tom replied. We still have plenty of time. They walked into the station together. There were many people at the station. Some people were waiting for trains. Others were walking quickly from one platform to another. Tom looked at the big information board. Which platform do we need? Emma asked. Platform 4, Tom said. Okay, let's go. They walked to platform 4. There were already many people there. Tom looked at his ticket again. He checked the train number. Then he checked the time. Everything looked correct. Emma sat down on a bench. Tom stood next to her. We have 20 minutes, he said. That's enough time. Emma smiled. She opened her bag and took out a bottle of water. Do you want some water? She asked. No, thank you, Tom said. I'm fine. They waited. 10 minutes passed. Then another 5 minutes passed. Tom looked at the station clock. It's 9:55, he said. Emma looked around. Where is the train? I don't know, Tom replied. They looked at the information board again. Suddenly, Tom noticed something. Oh no. What? Emma asked. I think we're on the wrong platform. Emma stood up quickly. What? Tom pointed at the board. Our train is leaving from platform 6, not platform 4. Emma looked at her ticket. She checked the train number. Then she looked at Tom. You're right. They quickly picked up their bags. Come on, Tom said. They started running. They ran down the platform, then they went up the stairs. Emma was carrying her bag with one hand. Tom was holding his ticket in the other hand. Is platform 6 upstairs? Emma asked. I think so. They ran faster. When they reached the top of the stairs, Tom looked around. Where is platform 6? Emma pointed to a sign. Over there. They ran toward the sign. But suddenly, they heard a train leaving the station. They stopped. Tom looked at Emma. Emma looked at Tom. Was that our train? She asked. Tom looked at his ticket, then he looked at the train disappearing in the distance. Yes, he said, we missed it. Emma sighed. For a few seconds, neither of them said anything. Then Emma started laughing. Tom looked at her. Why are you laughing? Because we arrived 30 minutes early, she said, and we still missed the train. Tom laughed too. You're right. They walked back toward the information board. They needed to find another train. This time, they carefully checked the platform, they checked the train number, and they checked the time. Tom smiled. Okay, he said. This time, we won't make the same mistake. Emma smiled. I hope not. And together, they started looking for the next train. Tom looked at the information board again. There were several trains going to the same city. He checked the times carefully. The next train was leaving in 40 minutes. 40 minutes, Tom said. That isn't too bad. Emma looked at her phone. What time will we arrive? Tom checked the details. We'll arrive about 1 hour later than we planned. Emma smiled. That's okay. We can still have a good day. Tom nodded. You're right. They walked to the ticket office. There was a small line in front of them. They waited quietly. When it was their turn, Tom walked to the counter. Excuse me, he said. Yes. The woman behind the counter replied. We missed our train. Can we use these tickets for the next train? The woman looked at their tickets. Let me check. She typed something into her computer, then she looked up. Yes, you can use them. That's good news, Tom said, but your train leaves from platform 3. Platform 3? Yes. It's on the other side of the station. Tom thanked her, then he turned to Emma. Platform 3 this time. Emma laughed. Yes, let's not make another mistake. They walked quickly across the station. This time they checked every sign. They found platform 3, then they checked the train number. It was correct. Tom looked at Emma. "Are we sure?" Emma looked at the ticket. "Yes, the train number is correct, and the time is correct." Tom smiled. "Great." They sat down on a bench. They still had 20 minutes. Emma took out her phone. "I'm going to call our friend." "Good idea," Tom said. Emma called her friend, Sarah. "Hi, Sarah." "Hi, Emma. Where are you?" "We're still at the train station." Sarah laughed. "Still there?" "Yes, we missed our train." "Oh no, it was my fault," Tom said quietly. Emma smiled. "It was both of us. We didn't check the platform." Sarah laughed again. "Well, at least you're coming." "Yes, we'll be there soon." After the call, Emma put her phone away. Tom looked at the clock. 10 more minutes. This time, they stayed close to the platform. They didn't want to take any chances. A few minutes later, they heard an announcement. "The train to Riverside will arrive on platform 3. Tom stood up. "That's our train." Emma picked up her bag. "Let's go." They watched the train slowly enter the station. Tom checked the train number one more time. "It's definitely ours." The doors opened. People began getting off. Then Tom and Emma got on. They found 2 seats near the window. Tom put his bag on the floor. Emma sat beside him. She looked outside. "We finally made it." Tom laughed. "Yes, but I'm going to check the platform before every train from now on." Emma smiled. "That sounds like a good plan." The train began to move. The station slowly disappeared behind them, and finally their trip could begin. The train moved slowly at first, then it began to move faster. Tom looked out of the window. The station was getting smaller behind them. Emma opened her bag. "I'm hungry," she said. Tom smiled. "I'm hungry too. Do you want a sandwich?" "Yes, please." Emma took 2 sandwiches from her bag. She gave one to Tom. "Thank you, you're welcome." They ate their sandwiches and watched the countryside outside the window. After a few minutes, Tom checked his phone. "We should arrive in about an hour." Emma looked at him. "Are you sure?" Tom smiled. "Yes, I checked the time 3 times." Emma laughed. "Good, I don't want to miss another train." They both laughed. After some time, Sarah sent Emma a message. She wanted to know where they were. Emma replied, "We're on the train now. Everything is fine." Sarah answered, "Great. I'll meet you at the station." Emma put her phone away. Then she looked at Tom. "You know, missing the train wasn't so bad." Tom looked surprised. "Really?" "Yes. We had a little problem, but we solved it." Tom nodded. "And now we know what to do next time." "Exactly." The train continued moving through the countryside. The sky was clear. The sun was shining. After almost an hour, they heard another announcement. "We will arrive at Riverside Station in 5 minutes." Emma looked outside. "I think we're almost there." Tom picked up his bag. "Let's get ready." The train slowed down. A few minutes later, it stopped at the station. Tom and Emma got off the train. They looked around. Sarah was standing near the station entrance. She waved at them. "Emma." Emma smiled and waved back. They walked toward her. "I'm so happy you made it," Sarah said. "Me too," Emma replied. Sarah looked at Tom. "So what happened?" Tom laughed. "We missed our train." Sarah looked surprised. "You missed it?" "Yes," Emma said. "We were at the wrong platform." Sarah laughed. "How did that happen?" Tom smiled. "We arrived early. We checked the time, but we didn't check the platform carefully." Sarah shook her head. "Next time, check everything." Tom nodded. "Believe me, I learned my lesson." They all laughed. Then Sarah pointed toward the city. "Come on, I know a great place for lunch." Emma smiled. "Sounds good." Tom looked at his watch. "This time, we know exactly where we're going." They walked away from the station together, and this time, nobody missed anything. They walked away from the station together. Sarah led them down a quiet street. After a few minutes, they arrived at a small restaurant. "This place looks nice," Emma said. "It is," Sarah replied. "I come here quite often." They found a table near the window and sat down. A waiter came over. Can I get you something to drink? Yes, please, Emma said. I'd like some water. I'll have a lemonade, Tom said. Sarah smiled. I'll have the same. The waiter wrote down their orders. Then he walked away. Tom looked at Emma. So, what are we doing this afternoon? Sarah answered. I thought we could visit the old market. That sounds great, Emma said. Is it far from here? No, Sarah said. We can walk there. Tom smiled. Good. I think we've had enough running for one day. They all laughed. After lunch, they walked through the city. They visited the old market. They looked at small shops. They took pictures. They talked about their lives. It turned into a wonderful afternoon. Later, they sat in a small park. Emma looked at Tom. I'm glad we came. Tom nodded. Me too, even though we missed our train. Emma smiled. Especially because we missed our train. Tom laughed. Why especially? Because we learned something. Tom thought for a moment. Always check the platform? Yes. Check the train number? Yes. And don't wait too far away from the platform? Exactly. Tom smiled. I'll remember that. The sun was beginning to go down. Sarah looked at her watch. It's getting late. We should probably head back to the station. Tom immediately looked at Emma. Let's check the platform first. Emma laughed. Yes, let's check everything. They looked at the information board, they checked the train number, they checked the time, and this time they were standing on the correct platform. Emma looked at Tom. Ready? Tom smiled. Ready? They waited for their train, and when it arrived, they got on without any problems. As the train moved away from the station, Tom looked out of the window. He smiled. Sometimes a small mistake can change your whole day, but that doesn't mean the day has to go badly. You can make a mistake, you can stop, you can learn, and then you can try again. That is true when you are learning English too. You may forget a word, you may make a grammar mistake, you may say something incorrectly. That's okay. Keep speaking, keep listening, keep practicing, because every time you speak, you become a little more confident. And one day, speaking English will feel natural, so remember today's useful expressions. We missed the train. Can you help me? Which platform do we need? Let's check again. Are you sure? That's okay. We can still have a good day. Now say them out loud. Listen, read, repeat, and keep practicing. Great job.